What's going on, everybody? Mike here, coming at you from Badlands Paintball. Today I'm here in the Tech Center with Mason. We're going to be looking at some airsoft guns, some of the common issues that can happen with airsoft guns, and why you don't need to freak out. Mason's going to have some solutions for you. Okay, maybe you can freak out a little bit. Mason's going to help you one way or another. And you are now in focus and looking good.
Yeah.
Give it away. What are some of the issues that guys can run into?
Okay, a lot of times, given that these markers, guns, whatever you want to call them, are primarily electronic, a lot of the issues are electronic or electrical. Usually what I find the problem that a lot of folks have with their airsoft markers is they complain that the motor's not turning. Now there's a couple things that can do that. One, it could not be receiving any electricity. In most airsoft guns, AEGs anyhow, you have a fuse. And the fuse is, well, it's a fuse. What it's designed to do is if there's a spike in electricity for whatever reason, it will short out and blow apart within itself. So it's not like it explodes, but it shorts out. Okay, fuse is this little fellow right here. It's a glass tube with two magnesium, I believe, filaments running through the middle that will, as I said, overload and pop if they experience a surge. And that is an easily replaceable item. We do carry them in stock. And so they're not a very expensive item either. And in this case here, it's actually surrounded in rubber insulation to prevent extra shorting out and things like that.
Oh, that's smart. So it can happen, but
it can happen, but they've minimized the risk in it. This is G&G is actually really good about this in that they are constantly evolving their guns. So little things like this. Safeties, they're always making them a little bit better, especially with the EGM series. The safeties, they've really tuned those up, which is nice.
And so if this does happen, it shorts out, it can be replaced though? It
can easily be replaced, yes, and the problem will be contained to that. So that's one reason that your motor may not be receiving any power.
Perfect.
The second is the trigger itself, which is essentially a light switch. So if the if the connections are not being made, electricity can't get through, and your motor won't turn. That is a little bit bigger job to fix, but it's not a huge catastrophic thing. That is something that you would probably want to send in here to us for repair. The third reason for the motor not receiving any electricity is your battery is simply out of power. Now don't feel bad, airsofters, paintballers do this too.
We've all been there.
It's a brand new gun, it's a brand new battery, and it's not working. It's just a dead battery. So what you can do, typically we run nunchucks here for tester batteries. This one is my personal preference, the G&G unit. And the smart charger that we also carry is the preferred method of supplying these with power.
Now what's the difference? You said smart charger. Is there more than one type of charger?
Indeed, this one finished college. And with that degree, it can tell when it is fully charged and when it's not. So you have this little indicator right here that will be red when it is charging.
Oh, I can actually see that.
As you can see here. And now that I've disconnected it, it should shut off. But when that light turns green, it shuts off the charge so you don't overload the battery, and it also tells you that it's charged. So
very
green
smart.
is good to go. And so we can connect the battery and away we go. We don't actually have to cock it, but it is fun to do it, not just the same. Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Marca.
Nice.
So you can see you can actually hear it being kind of sluggish right now in the semi. That's actually the battery is pretty low. I haven't charged this in a couple of days, and I've been using it to test a few markers, and I know Marco has as well, so it is run down. So if you hear it sounding kind of, that's honestly just the battery starting to run down.
Very cool. So just like paintball, one of the most common issues, batteries.
Fourth thing that could sometimes stop the motor from turning is the depth screw, this fellow right here. It's a big flathead, and what that does is it physically controls how far in the grip frame the motor is and how much tension it is supplying on the gearbox. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. So if you pull it and the gearbox it's a brand new battery, fully charged, and I mean properly fully charged.
Smart
and you pull the trigger, yeah, and it just sort of clicks. What it might mean is that you've got too much tension, so you can back it out. At the same time, if you pull the trigger and you just hear the motor spinning, it goes like, wee, then you need to turn it in a little bit because it's not gripping the motor at all. Or it's not gripping the gearbox at all. I speak good English.
Okay, so if everything is solid, but you're still, like in terms of batteries, everything is good, but you're still having issues, that may need to be adjusted. What was the name of that piece again?
just the depth control of for the motor.
Depth control, and you can find that on the bottom of the grip. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
It's pretty straightforward. Again, you just use a flat-headed screwdriver, crank it out to back it out a little bit, and just fine-tune it.
Right on.
So, just to backtrack and recap, we have potential problems would be fuses not working. This is one type of fuse, this is another type of fuse. The fuse itself is the same, this is just a little container that it's in.
Cool.
It could be your trigger connections, which is something that you probably want to sign in for repair. It could be your battery is just dead or not supplying enough power.
Get a smart charger.
Yes, that too. Or your depth, your motor depth may be too shallow or too deep.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Some knowledge spreading from Mason and the Tech Center. So if you do have any questions regarding any of this stuff, you can, of course, send us a message online. You can actually contact the Tech Center yourself if you need to. But in the end, if you want to see any of the gear that Mason has been talking about today, some of these very cool G&G guns, you can check us out at any of our store locations across Canada. Now, of course, if you can't make it into one of our stores, that is okay. You can always shop with us on badlandspaintball.com. That's www.badlandspaintball.com. Now, while you're online, make sure you check us out on our Facebook and Twitter pages. We've also got Google Plus now and Instagram. So if you're looking for some cool paintball pictures, or of course in this case airsoft pictures, you can see that at Badlands PB. Now you're already watching this YouTube video, watching Mason's gorgeous face. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Give us some love and comment below. Do you have any tips of your own that are airsoft related, I should say? Let us hear them, okay? So make sure you comment, but the most important thing is that you're getting out there on the field. So get some goggles on your face, get an airsoft gun in your hand, and go on out there and play some airsoft, everyone. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody